In this video, I'll make this simple 2D practice drawing and we'll start this drawing with the circle tool. So go to the circle tool on the draw panel and click anywhere in the drawing area to start the first circle and enter a radius of 50 units and press enter. Here we have the circle. Now press enter again to repeat the circle tool and click on the same center point once again, and this time enter a diameter of 128 units. So type D, then enter and 128 and then enter again. Now go to the same center point again and select the same circle tool, click on the same center and this time enter a radius of 60 units and press enter to make the third circle. So now we have all the three circles in place. Let's go to the line tool, click on the center point and enter an angle of 45 degrees. So type angle sign, then 45 and press enter. And here we have it. The line is restricted to an angle of 45 degrees. Click anywhere outside the last circle and press enter. So now go to the circle tool again and zoom into this area, and at the intersection point of the second circle and the line, click and make another circle with radius of 7 units and press enter. Now press enter again to repeat the circle tool, click on the same center point and this time enter a radius of 13 units and press enter again. Now you can zoom out and we can also delete this line, it is not required. Now go to the line tool once again and click on this center point and make a line of length 170 units and press enter. Now move it downwards and enter a distance of 40 units and press enter again to exit this command, and go to the circle tool and click on this endpoint and enter a diameter of 19 units. So type D, press enter, then 19 and press enter again. Now press enter again to repeat the tool and click on the same center point and enter a radius of 22 units and press enter again. So now we can remove these two lines, these are not required, and go to the line tool, click on the center point of this circle and make a line with length of 62 units towards left and press enter. Now move it upwards, enter a distance of 16 units and press enter again to exit the command, and select the circle tool, click on this endpoint of the line and make a circle with radius of 10 units and press enter. Now in this case also we can remove these two lines as we've already made the circle, and now go to the line tool again. And this time press and hold the shift key, then right click and select tangent from the contextual menu. Now click on this circle at any point and press and hold shift key, then right click and select tangent again, and this time carefully click on this second circle at any point and press enter again to exit this command. So in this case we have made a line which is tangent on this circle as well as this middle circle. Now go to the line tool and click on this center point and make a line in the downward direction with a length of 95 units and press enter. Now make it of random length towards this side and make it long enough to pass this last circle, and now select the rectangle tool and click anywhere in the drawing area but not on this part of the drawing, somewhere outside this drawing, and make a rectangle with length of 72 units. So type at 72, a width of 22 units. So type 22 and press enter, and here we have the required rectangle. Now select this rectangle and select the move tool, click on this endpoint, the lower left one, and move it on this corner. Now go to the line tool and make a line which starts from the quadrant of this last circle and make it of a random length, but make sure that it passes through the last line which we have already drawn, and press enter. Now select this rectangle which we have made, select the move tool and click on this midpoint and move it directly towards right and click at this intersection point. So now we can remove this line, it is not required. We can also remove this line and erase it. So go to the line tool once again, click on this endpoint, move it upwards but don't click at any point, and then move on this quadrant point but don't click on this quadrant point either, and move your cursor towards left. And now when you see these two tracking vectors, click and then join it with this quadrant and press enter. And now we need to trim some of the extra geometries. For trimming that, select the trim tool from the modify panel and press enter. Now click on this line to trim it and on this one and on this one, and press enter. Now go to the circle flyout and select this tangent radius and click on this line. Then click on this circle, the last one, and enter a radius of 25 units and press enter. And here we have the required circle. Now go to the trim tool again, press enter, and click on this part of the circle and this part of the line. These are not required. And we also need to trim some of the extra geometries on this part of the drawing. So let's zoom into this area and carefully remove these part of the drawing, which I am removing right now. Okay, now press enter and delete this part of the circle. And you can also delete this small arc here. And now select the trim tool again, press enter, and remove this part of the line completely from this drawing. Now we need to make an array of these two objects. So select this circle and this part of the circle or the arc, and go to the modify panel and select the flyout and select polar array. Now click on the center of this circle, and from the array creation tab in the items panel, enter 4 and press tab. And here we have these 4 objects. Now make sure associative option is unchecked. So if it is checked like this, click on this again to uncheck it and click on close array. And here we have it. Now we need to remove this circle, which is not required, and we also need to trim some of the extra geometries from here. For that, I'll select the trim tool again, press enter, and now click on these part of the circle and repeat the process for the remaining part of this circle as well. And here we have it, the completely clean drawing. Now we only need to add the final fillets, and in order to add the final fillet, I'll select the fillet tool from here, select the radius and enter a radius of 5 units and press enter. Now in order to repeat the command for multiple fillets, select the multiple option and click on the first line, second line. Now you'll notice that command is still active and we can apply fillet to more edges. So select this edge and this one, and select this edge and this one. Now we have a gap here that we can fill with the help of extend tool. So select the flyout, select the extend, press enter and click on this endpoint. And here we have it, the complete geometry as per our requirement.